Tū mai taranaki I roto I te āhuatanga o te kaupapa I tēnei rā. A tātai wānau me te anga Whakamua. I runga I ngā waihotanga kōrero o rātau mā. Kia kaua waiho I nei kupu hei kupu no aiho. I a tātou e waiatana. Waiatatia ngā kupu engari kare waka tīnana hi a te kupu. Tēnei te waka ara waki iau e waka rungo ana ki ngā kōrero. I'm definitely the half glass full sort of guy. And I'm not here to debate, or maybe a little bit of a challenge in there, but Taranaki health, Taranaki wealthy again. I think we're wealthy and I think we're healthy. And here we are today. I think we've had a little bit of a hiccup, and we've had other influences come into us as Taranaki iwi, but we're here, and we look well, and we look healthy, and we have mokopuna, and we have a future. So Taranaki wealthy today, wealthy again. I just want our wealth to grow, and not just a financial wealth. I want to talk a little bit about our cultural wealth. Nō reira mihi ana ki a koe manuka a koru e Kathy. I ngā kauhau ko kauhau tia nei e kutau. Ai tika tā e manuka tau mai anga tai tukarau ki a mata. Ka tahi he ringa, kai roto I tētahi ringa ko te paipara, kai tētahi ringa anō ko te pū. Engari, ko tātou tonu e ora pai ana I tēnei wā. So thank you for that encouragement. We've talked about the mana wānau, mana wairua, taha tīnana, and we've, just how do we really play those things out? And to see you scope it out a little bit broader and a little bit further, and to include that thing we talk about, a financial wealth as iwi and as individual families. And sometimes iwi things get a little bit too big, hapu things get a little bit too big, and it's a little bit hard to control those sorts of dynamics, as we know as Taranaki Māori leaders. So where do we begin growing this wealth that we talk about, whether it's the financial and the cultural? And I really want to suggest to us that it's in the confines of our own homes. And it's a bit of a tauira that we've set as our own wānau, because I can slap my big brother around every now and then. And I can slap well, actually I shouldn't use the word slap these days, should I? bad choice of words. But we can determine things, and it's no use as Taranaki iwi leaders to stand up in front of people and say we should be doing this, this and this when we're maybe not doing it ourselves. So the challenge for me when I became a father was to think about my own tamariki and my own mokopuna. I've got two beautiful granddaughters. We've both got Pākehā names, but kei te pai. So I've lost the first battle. But just how can I influence them in terms of reo, in terms of tikanga, in terms of supporting our major kaupapa here in Taranaki, 18th and 19th Pōmare days, koro neihanas, tangihanga. Those cultural things that are still alive and well, e hoa mā. So those are, I'm just hoping that we can provide some sort of solutions around our own, the things that we can determine. I was interested to see my name on the list, and I didn't have anything alongside it. But so I'm going to make my own list. Ahakoa, I kōrero mai Uncle Tiki kaua te kumara kōrero mo tōna reka. So I'll try and do it real subtly. I'm a teacher, and I'm still proud of the fact that I spent some time in the classroom, and more recently have become a teacher of teachers. So I work a lot with education, still very much in education, and so I'm always interested in what education and how education is working for us as Māori. And so, the things that we've done over the last 20 years, I think we should celebrate. And that's why I talk about us being wealthy and healthy. Rangiati in the day was the place to be. You know, when Te Ururo swept through there and we started to march up the streets on the 28th of October every year, te whakapūtanga mai o te rangatiratanga e manuka. Whakanui nei tauara ki roto i a mātou. Every 28th, we didn't worry about Halloween or Guy Fawkes, we went up marching the street and off to the... So Rangiatia became this very strong, solid base for us. Now we have our kura, te kura kaupapa, te pihipinga mai Rangiatia. We have our kohanga reo. We have our te reo irirangi. So, you know, there's the start of a wealth, of a growing, of a cultural wealth. You know, interested in Māori Language Week, yeah, that's great. You know, and I think it's important. You know, I do. There may be a bit of cynical sort of there, but it's actually not, because I think we should just celebrate. I know people are saying, oh, we have Māori Language Week every week of the year and every day of the year. Some of us do, but a lot of us don't. And it's not just non-Pākehā. E hoama. It's ourselves. So we need to not say, you know, the compulsory reo and that sort of stuff doesn't work. Nobody likes to be told what they have to do. People like to be encouraged and supported. And that's, you know, that's where we should be going. Noku oku e ne wakaro. You know, I think of the days when we were in Te Niho, Uncle Tiki, with Auntie Ina and Auntie Marge, you know, waving the stick and pointing the finger, and you felt like shriveling up. We can't do that anymore. Now, ko rere ke te ao. Kei pēnā tātou ki o tātou tamariki, they're just going to go and play spaces and go surfing. They're going to go and do things that they want to do. So, you know, pai tonu kia wero atu kia ngai Pākehā, yani pēhea tātou. Koere te wero i a tātou. So let's be very honest with ourselves at times. Kath, I really like that little line of yours about, you know, we've got too many leaders. You know, he rangatira katoa tātai. He mana tō te tangata. Kei tēnā, kei tēnā, kei tēnā. He mana tōna. The trick is how we work as a collective. How we pull all our strengths and work as hapu and iwi. You know, we do throw that around. Oh yeah, I'm this hapu and I'm that hapu and I'm this iwi. But how do we work in a real collaborative, effective way to contribute positively to our community? How do we do that? You know, we go to a hapu hui or a hiwi hui and I'm hoa. So, you know, we just have to think about how we communicate with each other. And certainly, you know, some of the responsibilities that I've had recently are tribal responsibilities. And I respect them and I honour them, and I know they're important responsibilities. I don't take them for granted. And I think we need to think about, you know, those sorts of values. Sounding a bit like a koho now. Kei a tātou a tātou kōrero. Piharau manua nui. We've got this beautiful kōrero, you know, when times are hard. You know, I'm at the kōrero ai mo taku mahanga. You know, I've had a year that has been what it is. But, you know, my oranga has been this taha wairua. It's been this kōrero, it's been this waiata, it's been this karakia, it's been you people. And so, piharau manua nui is not just something I want to use as a flash kōrero when I get up to me. It actually means something. We have, you know, our beautiful haruru ana that we've got 5 versions on now. Kia tika ai te hoi te waka nei, kei paringia te taika mona nehu te kura. You know, that mahi tahi, hoing that waka together so that the lapping of the waves against the waka won't destabilize. You know, they are, you know, we sing it, beautiful, look, flash. But, you know, how do we bring that sort of kōrero into life? So, e hoa mā, you know, I have a lot of positivity about our future. As Māori, as the wider community, as the wider Taranaki community, we have got some good tauira in place. I'm really scared of Jean when she starts to move around. You've got the time. I've worked with Jean a few times. But, you know, we've got we've got some good models, iwi claims, Ngāti Tama and Mutsunga and Ruanui and Rairu and Arohakia Ngāti Tama, we've made some little mistakes. Mistakes are mistakes. You can whakatika, kai te pai. Let's not be beating each other up about these things because it happens in pretty flash cut Pākehā companies too. Okay, there's a lot of pretty heavy white collar crime going on that goes a little bit undercover. So we need to support each other. And they are, but the important message is they are injecting some good wealth. We've got Te Atiawa and Ruahine and Taranaki going through the process now, so there's an injection of wealth that will come. Parenini hiki waitotara, tuiora, tutama waihine, all these examples of good, strong Māori models, our kura, they're there. So we've got that wealth, but it's that cultural wealth I really want to challenge us on, to really take hold of it and help make sure that cultural stuff guides us into the future. E hoa mā, nā kupu o te whiti, e kore taka te engua Māori ki runga I a koe. No matter how hard you sit in that shower and try and scrub your skin, you're always going to be black. E kore taka te engua Māori ki runga I a koe. Nā tohu, aroha mai nā tohu e nā kupu. E kore piri tauku ki te rino ka utingia e te rā kangaoro. Kia ora tātou. O titiro ki te manga tito e. Runga o pari. You can stand now. O ngāti moia ngāti haupot. Ko te takiritanga I te ka ua wikitori a kaitoa. Koto ukota utinga manu e rua. I patu te wariri ki te rangi Māori exaue. Aaka I te pāuatanga o pariaka ue. Kora tātou.